Hello and welcome. Today we're gonna go shrink down to the size of an insect and talk about A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life was released in 1998 and is the second of our feature-length Pixar films.
There's a classic thing in business, which is the second product syndrome, if you will. And that is companies that have a really successful first product, but they don't quite understand why that product was so successful. And their ambitions grow and they get much more grandiose, and their second product fails. My feeling was if we got through our second film, we'd make it.
We have an all-star cast in this film. Dave Foley plays Flick, the main character, main ant. We also have Kevin Spacey, who is the grasshopper, and now it's a little bit awkward to talk about that. Hayden Panettiere is Dot, and she is still a fantastic actress that we're going to be talking about a little bit later with different films that she's been part of. David Hyde Price, who is a fantastic theater actor, and he is one of the Bugs Slim in the circus. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who is best known from Seinfeld, she is Princess Ada. Phyllis Diller is in this film, which a lot of people don't know anymore, but she is also a really famous comedian during the time.
Thank you very much. You think I'm overdressed? This is my slip.
Richard Kind is also in this, and we may not know him, but he did a lot back then in the 90s. He was a really big comedian, and he was one of the featured hosts of Disney's California Adventure when they had that special with him and Colin Mochrie, and I love Colin Mochrie, so he's more important to me than some of the other cast is.
Mountains.
Beaches.
Hollywood sets.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
Mountains.
Majestic.
Beaches.
Sandy.
Hollywood sets.
Glamorous.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
Rusty and orangish.
It's all California.
And it's all California. One incredible state.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For Disney's California Adventure? I think it has something to do with California.
And Brad Garrett's also in this film too. A lot of the really famous 90s comedians were a part of this film. So they're not that known as today, but back then it was a really big cast. John Lasseter did direct this film, and the music was also by Randy Newman again. So we have a really cool team of John Lasseter and Randy Newman with these early films. Again, it's a really cool concept. We have a story about bugs and their colony. And I'm not a fan of bugs, so it's not my personal favorite, but it is a really solid film and they do a fantastic job on it. The scenery is amazing, the animation is fantastic, and I love how extensive they can go on with it. You have your colony, which is really cool, but you have Flick, who is an inventor ant, and he is trying to help the colony become better because they are under control of Hopper, who is the villainous grasshopper, and he's trying to take all their food away.
So where is it? Where's my food?
Isn't it up there?
What?
The food was in a leaf sitting on
Excuse
top of...
me?
Are you sure it's not up there?
Are you saying I'm stupid?
No.
Do I look stupid to you?
And it is loosely based off of that Aesop's fable tale, The Ant and the Grasshopper, but they make it a lot more fun. So it does have history when it comes to the story. It was based off of another story, but they have a lot of fun with this. And they do a good job with it. It is very imaginative. I love it's the circus bugs that make it. You have the traveling circus bugs and their cast, and they have so much fun with it, and they definitely make the movie a lot better.
Those of you with weak constitutions, leave the arena. For this act is so dangerous. The slightest thing could go wrong. No!
Go! Okay.
And I also also really love their version of New York City, basically, which I love seeing anytime New York City is made in a creative way. It always is like a true thing to my heart because that's my home. But it's cool to see in Buck World.
Wow. City.
It's a very solid story. It's just not my favorite of the films, but I don't have anything against it. I'm just not a really big fan of bugs, so therefore it's hard for me to relate to as enjoying this because I don't enjoy bugs. And there is an attraction in Animal Kingdom. It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's an animated 3D show, which is a really cool concept because it's a motion show. You have 4D happening where you sit down, you get the bug glasses, and it's a really cute show to watch, and they do try to teach you about conservation and how bugs are an important part of our lives. And they make it interactive with the smell-o-vision with the stink bugs, and you also have bees shooting out at you when it comes to attacking. But I hate that ride so much. It's not really a ride, it's an attraction. I hate that attraction because I don't like bugs. So therefore, it's instant no for me.
Something about this place bugs me.
Hopper, geez, I haven't seen you since we did a Bugs Life, but you look wonderful. You look wonderful. I mean, you've lost some weight. Your exoskeleton's fallen right off you. And I heard your agent dropped you, but you look great. You look so good. I mean, and success. You wear it well.
I was dragged onto that attraction a couple of times, and I hated every minute of it. The show itself is a cute show, I will admit, but I would rather watch it from someone else recording it compared to me being part of it and having to deal with covering my nose when it's a stink bug. And I also put my backpack behind me so I wouldn't have to deal with the stingers coming out, so I never really experienced it fully, nor do I want to experience it fully because that's not something that I personally enjoy.
Let's show them the rest of it.
Oh, great.
But in order to see this show, you have to be a bug.
I have to be a bug?
An honorary bug. By wearing these bug eyes.
Oh.
If all bugs were wiped off the face of the planet, there'd soon be no humans around here to man it. The best thing about us, you can't live without us. Till it's tough to be a bug.
But it's nice that they have it, and they also had a Bugs Land in Disney's California Adventure. I never got to experience it. I never will be able to experience it because they are transforming it into something I prefer a lot better with Marvel Land. So I know I might get a lot of hate that they're getting rid of a Bugs Land for Disney's Hollywood or Disney California Adventure, but we just went through an entire month of Marvel films and I am a hyped fangirl for Marvel Land. So for me, that's something that's exciting, and it's still a part of Animal Kingdom. We still do have interaction with the characters, and the characters are wonderful characters. Flick is really cool, and Princess Ada is really cool, and Dot's amazing, but this is a film that is just a standard film, and it could be a little underrated, but for me, it's not the best enjoyment for myself. I still appreciate the artistry of it, and I really appreciate the story, and it was a very enjoyable film to watch, but it's something that I wouldn't seek out. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but it's still fantastic. Like, every Pixar film is fantastic right from the beginning. There's nothing that they can't do, but when it comes to stories, there are some that I like better than others when it comes down to it. So if you are a fan of bugs, this is definitely up your alley. If you don't mind them, this is definitely up your alley, and it is still really, really fun to watch. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't seen it, to watch it. Otherwise, it's just something to enjoy and just appreciate that it's here. Tomorrow, we're going to be jumping back to Toy Story, and we're going to be talking about Toy Story 2. So stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.